time for the main events.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. Since we have most of the information about WWE 2K26, at least most of the information for the modes that I care about, I wanted to make a list of the 5 best things that I like about the game, and then of course the 5 worst things. So stick around to the end of the video to hear all the juicy details, and at the very end I want to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's get into this list. Alright, we're going to start off with the good. So the best, number one thing that I love the most about this game so far is the body morphing. We haven't had body morphing, I want to say, until, or should I say since, was it 2K14? At least not like good body morphing. Now, it's not perfect, and we'll talk about more of that on the worst list, but the fact that we're getting anything, because the way it's set up now, you have to go through and you have to pick a pre-selected body type, and that really just, I don't know, you just can't find the perfect body type. Sure, there's a lot more options than there was every game before it, but I just needed like something, just a little bit of something to allow me to get that perfect look, and it looks like they're going in that direction, so I'm very happy to see some sort of body morphing return. Couldn't be happier. The second thing, the best thing, is the two-tone hair option. Now, after 2K20, they decided to remove this feature because not all hairs, but some hairs had two tones by default. So they removed that probably because it was causing glitches or issues or whatever, but they still had the hair dye system. But what's cool about the two-tone hair system is now you can really sit there and adjust how much of the hair is all two-toned and stuff like that. This will be really fun for the Mohawk and my female character also, because you can really come up with some cool unique hairstyles, and you can also use the hair dye system. So it's a little combination of everything. You can really come up with some pretty cool looks. So I'm very, very excited to test that out. Number 3 is the 200 create a superstar slots and the 2,000 image upload limit. That is super awesome because that'll give me a lot more space to make my own characters. I don't think I'll reach the full 200, but I am ready to create wrestlers. I didn't really make much in 2K25 because of all the issues the game had for the creator wrestler in general, and I just never really got around to finishing making my 50 wrestlers I make every single year. So I have a list of about 80 wrestlers that I've made since the original games. They're all different and unique. This might be the return of all 80 wrestlers. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done before the next game comes out because some of them will take a week to do because of how detailed they are, but it's been a minute. I've never been able to make all of them in one game, mainly due to the fact because the next game's out by the time I get to like the 50th one, because it takes so long to make wrestlers. That's why I really want the import function to allow us to import our wrestlers from the last game into the new game just to get started. You know, it doesn't have to be like absolutely perfect, but at least have our move sets, have our entrances and stuff like that. And mainly because the graphics don't change that much each year, maybe it will next year, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. Even if it has to be like a paid service, like a 2K cost service or something. I don't know. I would pay for it because I want my wrestlers to come with me, to the next game. There's a lot of cool things they could do with that type of feature, but I don't know if that would break the game or not. But like I said, the wrestlers from last year to this year, the created wrestlers, other than the new mechanics like the hair dye and the body morphing, pretty much exactly the same. So it should be able to be done. All right, number 4. I love the new weapon mechanics, being able to do weapon grapples, and I'm not sure if they're weapon finishers, but putting in their arm in a ringer with the chair and doing all sorts of stuff, choking them out with the kendo stick, that is really cool. I wonder how many more they have in there. I'm really excited to see that. I think that's one of the best new features. Universe mode, number 5, that new wizard function. Now, we don't have a complete breakdown of what you can do with it, but it sounds like you're going to have full control, and we're finally going to be able to have that clean slate option I've been asking for years, where basically it just wipes out all the data in there, and that should really help with a lot of the issues that the mode has every single year. So I am really hopeful that that works how I think it's going to work, and it'll be really fun to just set up everything. Set up all your wrestlers. I'll be spending probably a couple days, not just hours, days, setting up my universe, and hopefully an update doesn't come along and screw it all up. Usually that's what happens with the universe mode, but it sounds like they really took time to work it out and fix it this year. And hopefully, being on next gen only, all the things I just listed work flawlessly and without fail, especially that first week, that early access week, where we're all paying extra to test out the game early, hopefully it all works flawlessly. So maybe I'll avoid the creation suite until after that first week to see if there's any major bugs, but I won't be able to help myself. I got to get in there and I got to make my main 2 characters, the one you see at the beginning of and end of every video now. Now, on to the spicy part of the video, the worst things, to me, this is a personal thing, that I dislike about 2K26 that have been revealed so far. Now, number 1 is the fact that the body morphing is not slider based. It is selection based. So technically it's not really body morphing, and I did a video similar to this with Mr. Dubs, so make sure you keep an eye out for that video because it's fun, because we both give our, and I have different answers in there too, so keep an eye out for that video. But I just wanted to do this separately because these are like major things I really wanted to hit home on, and I really hope they address this in the future. But yeah, body morphing, not having a slider for each option really sucks. I mentioned this in a video before, but the fact that we have anything, I will take it, and I'm very glad that some sort of body manipulation or morphing is possible. So I was really hoping for a slider option. I was asking that right when they showed it, and nobody would answer me because no, it's not. It's definitely not a slider option. Who knows? Maybe when we get the game in our hands and we get in there and we select one of those body parts, maybe it does have a slider in there. But I really don't think that's the case. So we'll find out soon enough. The game comes out in, I think, less than 2 weeks. Number 2, MyRise mode. With all the MyRise information, make sure you go check out that video I did with Mr. Dubs. It's a great discussion about the game. We were we were going to do something else, and, well, they decided to drop that on us. Anyway, so MyRise is still menu-based. Everything else that they showed sounds phenomenal, sounds fantastic. But the fact that it's still menu-based and you can't walk around in the back or walk to your event or anything is really stupid to me. It's like we've done this exact same setup, I want to say, since 2K20, maybe even earlier. And you got to give us that free roaming. We dropped last-gen consoles. Why can't we walk around? I'm not asking for a giant, huge open area. Just let me walk around that immediate area where the story is taking place. I don't need to be able to like transition to go to the entire arena or anything, or to the bar or wherever the heck you're at. Just let me walk around that tiny little pocketed area. That's all I'm asking. I think that'd be very doable, especially since they have those mechanics already made for the island mode. Obviously, I think they're saving it for the island mode because they really want that mode to be like, that's its thing. You can free roam in that mode. That's what sets it apart from MyRise. Otherwise, it might just be like MyRise. But on the island, you have a big island to explore. In MyRise, it's just tiny little pockets in the backroom areas. It could be easily done for both, and it's probably my most disliked thing about the MyRise mode. It's just, everything else sounds awesome. It looks great. The story sounds cool. The voice acting sounded a lot better. I like how it's set up with 2 different storylines. It's great. I just really wish you could do something. Walk around back. They could have collectibles. There's so many things they could do with it. So I really hope they do that in the future. Number 4, stamina being tied to the reversal system. Now, I'm extremely worried about this because I have a feeling, even though they said you can turn it off, can you turn it off for every mode? Can you turn it off for the island? Can you turn it off for My Faction? I already don't want to play My Faction. If I'm forced to use this new reversal system, I won't touch the mode again this year. I think I did 3 matches in 2K25 in My Faction. I did everything in 2K22, but once I found out your stuff doesn't carry over and you have to start from scratch, I haven't really touched the mode since 2K22. Like, I literally did everything. I did the 500 matches. I got the platinum in 2K22, but I can't bring myself to just play the mode. I just can't do it, especially when they lock out cards to having to have unlocked other cards to get even a chance to face that card. It's like, hopefully that mode gets overhauled. Now, if they had created wrestlers to the mode, I've said this before, I will absolutely jump in there and start playing it, but as it is now, I have very little desire to play My Faction. Now, what's funny is, segueing into that, number 5, one of the worst things about 2K26 that we know about so far is that My Faction mode is returning. I apologize if you love this mode. We have an island mode. We have a new ringside pass, which is going to give us daily stuff to do. We don't need My Faction mode anymore. We don't need the card battling system. I would love the mode if our stuff and progress carried over to the next game. Otherwise, it just seems like a huge waste of time. Even though gaming in general is a waste of time, it's a fun little escape. But if you're collecting cards in a card game, what's the number one thing you want to be able to do? Keep those cards, right? It just makes no sense to me the way it's set up and everything. They really need to figure out a way to have your stuff carry over to the next game, whether it revert it back to a bronze level card, just give you something to start with. Starting from scratch means I will never touch the mode ever again. I don't care about my faction. So to me, bringing that mode back, even though we have a new big huge other online mode, the island mode, seems like a huge waste of time to me. Anyway, so these are my personal best and worst list. What are yours? List them down below. What is the best thing and the worst thing you like so far that's been revealed for 2K26? And as always, thank you for watching and stay frosty.